Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking back in, man, back with the blog, man. Make sure that like button, that subscribe button, Wayne. I appreciate all the support. Your boy is in STL, man. Shout out to everybody in St. Louis right now. I'm in St. Louis. Probably be here another half a day, then I gotta go to Ohio. But just chilling, man. Nice weather out here today. Gas $2.40. Looking at it right now, $2.40. So, you know, I ain't mad. That's cheaper than Atlanta right now, to keep it real with you. So, but salute to everybody, man. And everybody, I know it's a struggle out here for a lot of people, man. Y'all keep y'all head up, stay prayed up. That whole nine, things will hopefully get better for each and every person out here. But shout out to everybody. Real quick, the stock drop, stock rise list, those videos are coming. Stock rise is hella long, so y'all make sure y'all watch it. It might be one of the longest stock drop lists that I've done ever, to keep it real with you. So it's super long, but it's all putting on the finishing touches. Then they got to pass through monetization, then it be out. So bear with me, it's coming, but be on the lookout for that probably shortly. What else? So I caught a couple spaces. Sometimes a space can be good if you get the right balance in there and they able to talk they ish, and you get good face-offs and good back and forth. And I caught the one between Cassidy and Twerk and you know, other different ballads or whatever. And that was an interesting space, man. That was an interesting space to kind of start off with your typical, can't nobody beat me, I'm the best, I'm the science, I'm this. But and people was challenging him and saying he lost battles. Of course, he wasn't feeling like he lost battles, but he did say that he wasn't interested in battling any battle rappers. I know people was asking him about Rex, asking him about other battles. He was saying he didn't really want to battle any battle rappers. He didn't feel like nobody could beat him, and he didn't feel like it really presented a challenge. But then they asked him, well, who do you want to battle? And he was just like, I don't know. But he kept saying he wanted to battle, like, send me the chicken, we can battle. But in the same breath, he didn't really have no one. Then he said it's not up to him to decide who the person is. It's up to the league owner. But that don't make no fucking sense, because you already said you don't want to battle a battle rapper. And then somebody later on asked him about battling an industry dude, and he was like he would be more interested in that. But it really ain't no industry dudes. You know what I'm saying? Now that Joyner Lucas dude or whatever, Lucas Joyner, whatever his name is, he was talking about coming back. I don't want to see you and Cassidy. And that, I don't want to see no J.R. Ryder and Cassidy. I don't want to see no Lloyd Banks and Cassidy. I don't want to see none of that shit. So I'm like, I don't know who industry would even make sense. So that's already a dub right there. But you basically telling everybody you don't want to. I guess he was trying to act like he can't really get motivated to battle a battle rapper, because it just don't do nothing for him. Like, they don't want to get in the booth. They don't want to rap in the booth. And for him, that's where the real test is proven at. Is rapping in the booth, not this make-believe 3-round stuff. And he was basically, you know, doing what he do. Like, in my era, we rapped till we ran out of raps. In this era, you rap for 3 minutes and then a nigga say you the best or you won that round or whatever. We rap till you ran out of rap. So he was on that type of time. But of course, it turned to the John joint, and they started asking him, yo, what's up with you and John? And he basically, like, he was on some bullshit, bro. He basically was saying that John swindled the investors or whatever. I never heard that before. I don't really know what they talking about. There was an investor for the Bullpen in-game event between John and Cassidy, and the investor paid Cassidy a deposit. So a lot of y'all was wondering why John wasn't, like, so upset that Cassidy, quote-unquote, got his money. And it's kind of because the investor paid him the deposit, so he's the person that paid him, and Cassidy got his money per se. But at the same time, he basically trying to make it seem like John swindled the investor or whatever, and he still talks to the investor every day. I don't really know if that's any truth to that. I'm not really finna believe a whole lot of shit Cassidy say, because you didn't have that same energy in the beginning. You didn't. I mean, this is our first time hearing this. You basically didn't talk nothing about no investor throughout this whole event. You didn't talk about it when you spoke the knowledge about why you didn't do the battle. You said you were sick. So were you sick, or did John swindle the investor? It, like, to put that kind of out there on him and then be unwilling to explain it anymore, talking about, he throws it out there and he's like, yo, if you want to know more, go holler at John. Like, bro, you the one brought it up. So he brings it up, and then he don't want to speak on it anymore. And then that wasn't even a reason he said he didn't do the battle. He said it was sick. So now all this shit just sound like it was already sound like cap anyway, but it already sounds like cap now. And he just goes, You know, John basically still acting like he looking for the money, wanted to do the battle at some point in time, don't want to do the battle no more. So I don't really know. I'm not finna just jump out the window and say John swindled the investor or anything like that. I feel like Cassidy had a lot of time. He sat down 5 days before the event and said he would do the face off. Just call me, we'll do the face off. I'm ready right now. We can do the face off right now. Right now. He never did the face off. And it's just like, now we hearing this investor thing. You didn't even say the investor when you went down and talked to the M3S3 niggas on a paid interview with Fred. You still didn't even bring up the investor then. So I don't really know. Like, that could have just been a quick way, a quick out, or whatever the case may be. So I don't know what's up with that. But I do feel like, I saw Cap's blog earlier, I do feel like we should have been getting some kind of explanation on what happened, dog. People, like, let me tell you what go on in the Cassidy event, and let me tell you how screwed up this shit is. First of all, when you call somebody and tell them, me and Cassidy are battling and I want to book you on a card like John did, you're telling these people you can be on the biggest card in battle rap. So take a pay cut. And niggas take a pay cut. So you got all these other battles, the Jazz battle with Shay Rack, you got, you know, I think Loso and Serious Jones or some shit like that, or whatever battle. And it's almost kind of like people are more willing to take a cut because of the eyes Cassidy brings on a card, and then you don't even do the battle, and it's just like, now the eyes aren't on the card, but the battler still took the cut, thinking that it's going to be hundreds of people in the building and hundreds of people buying pay-per-view. And when you don't come through as a main event or as a league owner, it's a collective, everybody gets screwed along the way. And it's one thing to throw John under the bus, but you still have your own responsibility. And the fact that he don't take accountability is the next thing wrong with battle rap. Why is Cassie able to still get booked if you cannot fulfill your first obligation? If battle rap had a union, they had a way to like hold people accountable, it'd be better. You remember Easy was trying to book Cassidy, and it was like, yeah, you know, Cassidy wanted 6 figures, he wanted all this money, and Rem didn't want to pay. If Rem and Cassidy had a good number, Cassidy would have battled, Easy probably would have battled Cassidy before he battled Suge, which means that Cassidy would have been able to not do the John battle and just parlay himself to the Easy battle. And you shouldn't be able to screw niggas over and then move around and battle other places. Like, leagues, in my personal opinion, leagues should stick more together. So if somebody just flat out just do Chilla Jones 30, like, let's just say Daylight just didn't show up to the TBL battle. He just didn't show, right? Why would someone be trying to book him in Lux? Like, nah, go run that fade with Rum Nitty, go get these fans their money back, and go get Chilla his footage. Then you can see about Lux. But leagues are so, like, worried about themselves that if some nigga come up with enough money to do Daylight and Lux, and they won't even care that we didn't get the Rum Nitty battle. Niggas pay $70 pay-per-view tickets. They don't care about that stuff. And I feel like battle rap needed more. They needed to stop being such crab in a barrel, and they wouldn't have had people running off with deposits and were not doing battles. Because the reason why people do that is because there's no repercussions, and you can just run off with a deposit and just go to another event, go to another league, go to another event, and just battle, and it don't even matter. And all the people that they don't have no loyalty to gets burnt. So I just feel like for Cassie to sit around and still be asking for chicken, literally up there trying to battle Twerk and all these other people, just send me the bread. Bro, you got sent bread. You got a deposit. John said you got a deposit. I don't think he's lying. John said you got a deposit. I know you got a deposit. I know John ain't sitting in there trying to book no battle and you ain't got no money. You got a deposit and you still didn't do the battle and you just ain't explained shit. You can't put everything on John for this situation. Not at all. So I don't know. That shit was just kind of wild to me that he was even kind of carrying it like that. But and what else? I saw oh yeah, I was listening to Hitman in the Space too, and he was talking about, yo, y'all niggas really trying to play Mook. Like, y'all are really trying. I get Hitman don't have no respect for Mook. Even the boss, I get it because you cool with Hitman. You from St. Louis. All y'all niggas running around. I'm listening to y'all niggas and y'all debating Mook. Oh, Mook don't have no quotables. How the fuck he don't got no quotables? What do you mean he don't got no quotables? That's ridiculous. Oh, Mook don't got no classic battles. Mook don't got no classic. There's literally niggas in the space saying this shit. No classic battles. Serious Jones is a classic battle, bro. Mook and Serious is a classic. Mook and J Mills is a classic. Mook and Tay-Rock to me is a classic. To sit there and act like he got no classic battles, y'all not even thinking about Mook's catalog. Y'all just running around still thinking about Iron Solomon and Reed Dollars and all that. Like, Mook been had classics. So y'all get it. Oh, y'all get it. Just cause Hitman in a space don't mean y'all gotta be discrediting niggas. It's cool if Hitman want to do it. He gotta fight to sell. He got a battle to sell. Y'all saying Hitman write better than Mook? Like, where y'all get this from? Like, Mook, bro, Hitman don't write better than Mook, bro. Y'all let Hitman get in there and say he actually, what he say? He angle better than Mook? No, he don't. No, he don't. Y'all listen to that space. That space was disgusting, bro. The meat riding y'all was doing in that space. I can't even play it because it's too much cussing in it. But the meat riding y'all was doing, man, that shit was crazy, man. Because I'm like, yo, y'all don't want to give Mook no credit. And Mook might not win the battle. I don't know who's going to win the battle. Keep it real with you. I really don't know. But to sit up there and act like Mook just ain't a worthy competitor and he ain't really been putting on stuff and all this kind of stuff. And every win he got, y'all got an excuse to make. Y'all keep talking about this Tay-Rock battle too. Like, oh, he battled Tay-Rock and then he cleared the room. All right, cool. I'll give you that, right? The room was cleared. The room was going to be cleared anyway. It was going to be cleared anyway. Like, go back to all them battles. They battled during COVID, bro. The room was always going to be cleared. Did you see anybody when Surf battled Lux? When he walked out there with that fucking cereal? Did you see a crowd? No, it was COVID. What about Goods and Geechee? Goods and Geechee. Everybody was across the street when they was battling. Did you see a crowd? No. Across the street, but right there was just smacking them. K-Shine and Pat Stay. Just them right there. Everybody else is like across the street. They not even close to the battle. So this was during a pandemic, bro. Caffeine was never going to be letting a bunch of people. It was never going to be this bunch of dot mob niggas and a bunch of cave gang niggas and they was going to be able to cheer and do all that. It wasn't that type of environment doing in. So the minute he signed up to battle Tay-Rock in a COVID era, then it was always going to be him versus Mook and the raps. That's what it was going to be, bro. And we saw it time and time again. We saw it time and time again. Y'all quick to say this about y'all. I guess when y'all refer to the COVID era, y'all act like Mook was the only one that battled someone one-on-one with no one around. And it's like, did you see? Go back to Verb and Geechee. Go back to Lux and Surf. Like, go back to them battles. They're still on the app. Go look at them right now. Go pull up right now. Verb and Geechee. It's all during the pandemic. You'll see no crowd. Geechee and Verb is just like this, face to face. That's how the pandemic was. So there was never Rock was never gonna have his niggas there. So I feel like to try to say that as if like he was gonna lose a battle regardless, like because he didn't have to battle Rock in front of 2,000 people. He would have lost if he would have had to deal with that big crowd. Rock just should have never battled him during a pandemic. He wasn't gonna have no crowd anyway. Wasn't no crowds during that time. So I don't know. I'm like, y'all can't nobody point this shit out in the space. Like this shit ain't obvious to y'all. So I don't know, man. It's just crazy, but that is one of the biggest battles. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be a movie. That battle is gonna be a movie. I can already tell the energy is already heating up, and we still got another 4 or 5 months. When Uncle Ra and all these people start catching up with Mook later on in interviews and stuff like that, it is going to be kind of crazy. It's gonna be kind of crazy. So just my thoughts, man. Let me get out of here, y'all. Holla at your boy.